Have you ever picked up a children's story and realized there's something way deeper going on? Well, that's exactly what we're doing today. We're diving into this incredible tale about a triceratops named Tritón. And believe me, hidden in his journey is a powerful guide to understanding ourselves.
So can a story about a dinosaur really unlock the secrets of the self? It sounds like a stretch, I know. But stick with me, because this story uses some amazing symbols and allegory to map out a whole journey of personal transformation. You might be surprised.
So first up, let's meet our hero, Tritón. And right away, you need to know he's no ordinary dinosaur. In this story, he's actually an allegory for what you might call the true self, that essential core of our being, right at the very center of everything.
From the get-go, the story places him as this single point in the middle of a sacred circle. He is the starting line. He's the I am, from which this huge cosmic journey of understanding begins. It's a powerful idea, right? That we all start from that central point. Now check out his most obvious feature, his 3 horns. They aren't just for show, they're deeply symbolic. They represent the 3 core pillars of that true self. Truth, the golden horn, shining like the sun. Beauty, the blue horn, reflecting the sky. And goodness, the green horn, rooted in the earth. These are the fundamental building blocks of who we really are.
So what's he supposed to do? Well, his grandfather, a wise old diplodocus, gives him this epic mission. His job is to take the flat circle of his understanding and transform it into a magical, all-encompassing sphere. It's this beautiful metaphor for expanding our consciousness, moving from a flat 2D view of the world to a vibrant 3D one that holds everything.
But here's the thing, Tritón doesn't have to figure this all out on his own. As he travels, he meets a whole series of animal mentors. Each one is a guardian of a specific virtue, and they teach him through what the story calls the 24 sacred movements.
This is where these abstract ideas get really practical. Take the serpent, for example. Its wavy, undulating movement is creativity, the flow of ideas taking physical form. Or the hummingbird, flying in a straight line, which represents the correct word, speaking your truth directly from the heart. Each of the 24 guardians gives him another piece of the puzzle he needs to complete his transformation.
Of course, no great journey is complete without a major crisis. And for Tritón, this conflict isn't an external monster he has to fight. It's an internal, philosophical battle between 2 opposing and ultimately incomplete ways of seeing the world.
This whole conflict is personified by 2 very different characters. On one side, you have Ahriman the mole, who represents pure materialism. He looks down, and for him, only what you can touch matters. On the other side, you have Lucifer the peacock, all about ungrounded idealism. He looks up, insisting that only dreams matter. Poor Tritón is caught right in the middle, getting pulled in 2 totally opposite directions.
And the result of this internal tug-of-war? It's devastating. His horns stop shining, he completely loses his sense of self, he starts to wonder, who am I? Am I just an ugly duckling, a toad, a caterpillar? He forgets his incredible potential to be a swan, a prince, or a butterfly. It's a full-blown identity crisis. So how does he get out of this downward spiral? Well, the answer comes from his wise mentor, Grandpa Yalium. He shows up with the key to putting these 2 clashing pieces back together in a balanced way.
Grandpa Iam gives him this perfect metaphor, the river of the center. He explains that real health, real balance, isn't found on the shores of extremism, not in pure materialism or in pure idealism. Nope, it's found in the flowing dynamic path right down the middle, never crashing into either side. And this is the piece of wisdom that changes everything. He tells Tritón that the extremes aren't enemies to be defeated. They're actually wings. You need a material wing and a spiritual wing to fly. But, and this is the crucial part, you also need a tail. And that tail is your conscious, correct will, the thing that steers you and keeps you balanced right in the middle of that river.
So, when you put it all together, you get this complete formula for the self. You've got that core being, truth, beauty, and goodness. And then that core gets dressed in the 4 sacred elements, the fire of pure love, the light of the inner rainbow, the water of life, and the solid structure of the earth. It's the perfect marriage of the spiritual and the material.
Okay, so now Tritón has this profound new understanding and he's finally ready for his great transformation. And this is the point in the story where it becomes clear this isn't just about a dinosaur, it's about our own potential too. And in one quiet moment, it just clicks. All the lessons, all the struggles, it all comes together. That external knowledge becomes deep internal wisdom. and that sets everything in motion. That flat 2D circle of his old perspective starts to move. It begins to spin, gaining speed and momentum, powered by this new, balanced consciousness.
And he's not spinning alone. Remember those animal guardians? All 24 of their sacred movements, all of those virtues he learned, they all join in this cosmic dance, adding their energy to this incredible transformation.
Until finally, the circle becomes a sphere. His consciousness literally expands from a flat plane into this radiant, three-dimensional sphere of golden light. He did it. He fulfilled his mission. So what's amazing is that Tristan's journey is basically a 4-step guide for us. Step 1, find your center, your own truth, beauty, and goodness. Step 2, balance your 2 wings, the spiritual and the material. Step 3, guide them with your conscious will. And step 4, do the work to turn your own circle of understanding into a sphere.
Which leaves us with one final, very powerful question. If you were to go on this journey, if you were to transform your own understanding into a radiant sphere of consciousness, what unique light, what incredible gifts would your sphere bring to the world? Something to think about.